Hello all, welcome to some topic review for our final exam this week. So let's get to it. First, we are talked about arrays since the midterm. Remember, the final exam is just the second half from midterm on. There might be a few things from the first 5 chapters, but it should be the fundamentals, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. In arrays, we covered sections 6.1 through 6.4, including 6.7 and 6.11. So some questions and some things you should review is what is an array, how to define an array, how do we reference elements, constant variables, passing arrays to functions, and finally some multi-dimensional arrays. Next, we looked at pointers, which covered 7.1 through 7.4 and additionally 7.8. We covered variable definition and initialization. We also talked about pass by reference versus pass by value, and we talked a little bit about pointer arithmetic and what that meant. One thing to note really is your asterisk versus your ampersand sign. Which one is the address and which one is actually the value? So make sure you know that one. Then we covered characters and strings, which was chapter 8, sections 1 through 5. We talked about the fundamentals of strings and characters, and we also looked at the character handling library. We discussed string conversion functions, and we also looked at the stdio.h library functions that deal specifically with characters and strings. Next, we did formatted input and output, which is chapter 9, 1 through 6, and section 8. We talked about streams and formatting with our printf and how to print integers, how do we print floating point numbers, and then finally how to print strings and characters. The last thing we touched on this week is file processing. It was chapter 11, sections 1 through 4. And we talked about files and streams, creating a sequential access file, and then finally reading data from the sequential access file. Your final exam, you will have 90 minutes. You can do it in class or online. Please choose one in the survey that was sent out via email. And it is due on Sunday, 2/26, no later than 11:30 p.m. And that is completed by 11:30 p.m. So please don't start it at 11:30. Good luck.